just going to run through a little bit of my trip along Hamburg, Germany, and through the Eifel region. So in Hamburg, a big port town, this is the Queen Mary II in dry dock. Kind of a nice night view and then a day view. And then this picture is cool because we're walking the neighborhood and that's the Queen Mary between the building and the trees. I mean, just have that. This is a very famous nightclub of Hamburg. The Beatles were discovered here, supposedly like people like Ray Charles. This is Mont Blanc Pen Company. My host mother worked here, so it's kind of cool. Hamburg reminds me a little bit of Amsterdam, a lot of water. This is a new, that last was more old, and this is a newer zone, all new buildings design, some more new buildings. It was bombed heavily during the war because it was a port town. That's the new opera music hall. This is some views from across the river. There's the music hall, some various buildings. There's the music hall from a close-up. It has these like popped out windows. Supposedly had cost overruns, phenomenal cost overruns. Here's another skyline view from across the river looking at Hamburg. That's St. Michael's Church. That's like the famous church of the town. Many churches in Germany in general. This is a way cool thing. This is the Elbe Tunnel, built around 1900. A lot of heavy iron. It's a one-way road under the Elbe River, about 50 meters down. This is my host. He grew up in Hamburg. He was a great tour guide, man. So here, Kaiser Wilhelm. He was about 1910 visiting this construction site. Right now, mostly bicycles and pedestrians, but it's really cool. So here's the from one view looking down into it. I think I have some shots coming up here. Yeah, these are elevator shafts that move cars up and down. So a car would go into the elevator, drop down. Here's the stairwell. I don't seem to have a good picture of the actual elevator. There they are. These are elevators that cars go into. But it must be really confusing because you have to have cars only one way in the road. This is the Rathaus, or the city house. Had very nice statues on it. This is the gate, really heavy ironwork. It's pretty amazing look. Great exhibit inside on the eugenic program. Oh, this was a blessing of a prayer service at the church for motorcyclists who had died. It attracts, in the past year, attracts about 30,000 bikes. And it was a rainy day, and there were so many motorbikes there. So this is the fish market area. This is wild. This is Sunday morning at 9. People drinking, two bands at opposite ends of this very long building, and then a regular fruit market stuff. This is a picture of the Mosel River. Those are grapevines. It's just some village. I can't tell you which village that is. Just one sunny. Oh, I know, that was Pies Town because it was a sunny day. This is a great sign. France, Luxembourg. Though I was in Luxembourg. This is Blankenheim. This is the headwaters of the Aral River up in the Eifel region. Just some nice streets. That's a castle up there. Here's another picture of the castle. There's castles all over. Most castles, probably in two genres, more modern, and then here's this is also the Aral River coming through. This is in Trier. This is the mausoleum. There's the dome of the whatever Cathedral of Trier. That's the Basilica. This was like a very important town for the Romans. This is the Roman gate. It's amazing. This is one of the old gates coming into the town. This is from the inside now. But really amazing structure. Many castles. So as I was saying, the castles. This castle was built by an abbot around the 700 years ago. The ages. It's just a typical picture. This is a wonderful train station. Many train stations are kind of cool looking. And then here's a picture. You can kind of make it out. I think it says 18 something. There's like iron letters, iron numbers. Just one of the many big buildings that just jut up above villages. I don't know if that's a castle. There's a castle off in the distance and a church to the right, castle to the left. These are my hosts, Marcos and Renata. They were hosts someplace along my trip out of, maybe they were Cologne. This is very typical Eifel. This is just, these are forests. These are the hemlocks. It was a cool view, I thought. Here's my bicycle photo for this series. Some bicycle pegged up on the wall of Fachwerk. Okay, now we're into Blankenheim up on this might be the Arl River. Can't remember. Okay, but just lovely Fachwerk. Castle up on the hill. Yeah, castles everywhere. Uh, Met two old nuns, and they talked about stealing after World War One to survive. They came up with a new name for it. It wasn't called stealing. My German host, German I was traveling with, said he never heard the term before. So this is Fachwerk, this beam filled in with mud and straw, clay structures. Um, Very beautiful stuff. Oh, here, let me go back to that one. If you go back to that picture, um, I'll go back to it. Um, More Fachwerk, beautiful buildings. Oh, there it is again. Yeah, here we go. So that is a May tree. They cover it with a bunch of straws. Here's another castle. This is in Euskirchen. This is on the Erf River there it is again, between Cologne and working my way up into the Eifel region. The mouse term, this was an interesting little thing. Kind of reminded me of Coit Tower. Here it is. It's right on the Rhine River. This is on the Rhine. This is just beautiful rock work that it's built by. It's really cool looking. What else do I have going here? These are another set of hosts. I met these people, Clarissa and Garrett. Clarissa was an amazing cook of everything. She just went to the forest and made cool things out of all the plants and animals. It was pretty fun. This is very typical. Slate houses are in this area of the Eifel and coming down around the Rhine south of Dusseldorf. It's just beautiful work, little details. Here's some more Fachwerk. Um, these houses. Oh, I know. This is a little village on the Ruhr River that I walked through. Just kind of cool buildings. 1400, 1500 these buildings are. And another one. I think that there's a date on that one if you can look at it. Can't tell, maybe 14 something. And this is the Ruhr River. This is what I'm walking quite a bit for a while whenever I'm on bike paths. Oh, here's that same photo again with the May tree. And that thing stays up. It's how tall they are, and they stay up all month of May. So I think that's